An opportunity to serve Coach Bill Hill that can do it. Larry Lee to lead in for Hill. The Bombers in trouble right now. Lee going into the pack. Inside. Point set up in the pack.
And Bill Hill holding his arms up in victory because
3 Southern Star points.
Wow.
And the Stars really open it up now. 25 point lead. Let's watch the replay here.
Watch Lee go into the pack and just lock it up for Hill. Among the other skaters, of course, they all locked him up.
Beautiful camera work there, too, Stu. Bill Hill. He really glories in it when he does that. Our thanks to our director, Jim Reisinger, and the entire IRSL remote broadcast crew. They're doing a great job here tonight.
They sure are. And again, it's hard to bring all the action, but they do it as well as anyone can. Jim Reisinger and his crew, the hands go up and the hats go off to the crew.
You know, if there's a live IRSL game in your area, be sure to get out to see it. Action all over the track all the time.
Bring anybody out, any age. Bring the kids, bring the grandparents, uncles and aunts, mom and dad. Everybody will find something that they enjoy live at a roller derby game.
The Bombers in trouble right now. They're already trailing by 5 points, 25-20. The Stars 2 jammers out. The Bombers no one. Bill Grohl.
Grohl with a block on Pfister right into the rail. Carabello giving him another shot. Uh-oh, Larry Lee.
Pearson's got a point. Pearson looking back. A Bomber jammer. Carabello coming up, so Pearson calls it off.
Skaters all over the track.
There are 2 Southern Star points. Earl Pearson and Stu. Now, suddenly, a 7-point lead for the Stars.
That's right, with just over 3.5 minutes left. That is a big fourth period lead for a team to have, I'll tell you. 7 points. And Earl Pearson trying to get the crowd rooting his way.
Not a chance.
No chance, not in Sacramento.
We might mention that this telecast is presented by authorization of DJL Incorporated. Any other use, rebroadcast, or retransmission of this program without the express written permission of DJL Incorporated and the International Roller Skating League is strictly prohibited. That's done for the hour.
Okay, well, I'd like to say a special hello to our good friend, Freddie Miller, down in Atlanta.
Hello, y'all.
Freddie Miller, one of the voices of the World Wrestling Federation, enjoying roller derby in Atlanta, Georgia.
Jammers moving up. Bombers in a deep hole here, trailed by 7, and they'll give it to their coach, Bill Grohl. Grohl, the pivot helmet, all the right to the jammer here.
Okay, Grohl trying to make up some of this deficit here. There's Hill and Mallory with a double block.
A big double block. Grohl faces it alone, tries to throw himself through the middle. Hammered from the outside by Hill.
Right now he has no help either, so he has to do it alone.
Now you got Larry Lee up in the pack, backstopping any Bomber trying to get here. Chris Keenan. Keenan gets back. Okay, now Grohl will have a little help.
Okay, here's Keenan leading the way. Let's see what Grohl has in store for Hill and Lee with his double block.
Got 20 seconds left off the whip. Here comes Grohl.
Right through.
Grohl tries to get by Larry Lee. Another Star put up the rail. He's by Lee. It should be 4, maybe 5. It is.
Uh-oh, and Hill goes after Grohl with a helmet strap. He's choking Grohl. He's got him choked.
Crowd on its feet here in Sacramento. The officials pull them apart. Only the second time in this game, a Grand Slam 5-pointer. This one to Bomber coach Bill Grohl. Let's watch the replay. This was the big play the Bombers have been looking for, Stu.
Okay, the whip just breaks him through there. Just takes him right through. Here comes Grohl.
Grohl doesn't
There's
give up.
Larry Lee.
He knows he needs more. He's still going. He's by Lee.
And this time when Grohl comes through, watch him get grabbed by Hill. Hill grabs him with a
looks like
ace bandage.
That is a chin strap on his helmet. One of the two.
Yeah, ace bandage on his wrist.
27-25, the Southern Stars lead, cut to 2 points. Stay tuned at the end of this period for our halftime interview today. Stu, you'll be trackside with the Bombers' speedy Larry Lewis.
Hi, I'm Buddy Greco, and you know I've been performing in casinos most of my career.
Burton and Calvello are on the track together.
It remains to be seen. We'll just have to see what happens because Calvello and Burton have had their differences earlier this season, but we'll see if they let bygones be bygones.
Right now out on the jam, Bombers the lead jammer number 37, Kelly Nednet, number 27 for the Stars, Connie Haynes. Walking at the rear of the pack, there are skaters down. It's called Heads up skating there by Terry and Edmund. Yeah, there's head referee Hugh Kendall. We might mention the referees tonight. Hugh Kendall, the head referee, also Jim Fitzpatrick and Jonathan Christ.
And we have 3 tonight, which is highly unusual. Basically, 3 referees are only
championship tournament
working
games.
championship games, right?
Very seldom in a regular league game you see it. Right now, turning to the team lineup for the San Francisco Bay Bombers.
Number 32. Number 34, I should say, Dolores Tucker. Number 36, Connie Lehman. Number 37, Terry Nemnit. Number 38, Joni Weston. And number 39, Sherry Schwenk.
And also we've got Rupi Apodaca. That's another jersey that doesn't have a number on it. There's Schwenk and Apodaca, neither one with numbers on their jersey.
Okay, that's the Bay Bomber women for today's game.
Coming up later in this hour, special interviews with the Bombers' Golden Girl, Joni Weston, also with the very controversial Bill Hill, the coach of the Southern Star.
And he's basically the reason why we're seeing 3 referees in today's game. It's an attempt by the United Skaters Association to enforce or prevent Bill Hill from any further tactics that got him his 14-day suspension, which was shoving a referee. You don't do that.
So we've got 4 out on this jam. Joan Weston again forced to move out with a pivot helmet to keep it even as both Southern Stars jammers were out. Bombers also have Connie Lehman out. Lead jammers Catherine Shaw, Connie Haynes, 27, the secondary. Right now, Weston out number 2-1 as Lehman was dumped by Haynes. Shaw in the lead, Weston in the middle. Weston trying to break the block. There's a Bomber down. Weston trying to get the lead. She has it. She calls it off. It's no score. Hits up skating by Joan Weston.
Great play by Joni. She was outnumbered. One of her skaters was down. Almost going to be passed if she couldn't get the lead. She got the lead on the jam, called off the jam, and prevented any points to be scored by the Southern Stars.
And there's the perfect textbook example. A lot of times you see the jammers. Let's watch the replay here. You see the jammers jockeying for position when they're out on a jam. That's because they want to be the lead jammer, because it is.
Bill Hill says his team's going to pull every game out that they can. So let's see what happens. Down goes John Early. So Louis Carabello, number 37, out on the jam for the Bombers, coming up against big Bill Hill at the rear of the pack. And he'll probably be assisted by Alvin Mallory, also at the rear of the pack. Here comes Carabello. There's Bill Hill. Here he goes. Hill blocking on Carabello. Watch out. Referees watching the action. Watch out.
So the Stars have a jammer coming up. Their pivot, Larry Lee. Former Bombers skater, Larry Lee.
Okay, now, Carabello would like to eliminate Lee before he takes another bid for points. The time's run out in the jam. Oh, great!
Hill gets his own man, and Carabello gets the point. One Bomber point. Louis Carabello.
Great skating by Louis Carabello. Sidestep Hill. Hill hit his own man, and Hill doesn't even believe what happened. He's looking at Larry Lee saying, it's your fault. The crowd's loving it, though.
Let's watch the replay on this.
All right. Look at this slow-mo, courtesy of Kevin Skilling. Great slow-mo. Look at this action. Here's the sidestep by Carabello, and there's the block.
Louis Carabello, one of the unsung heroes in the Bombers. He's been doing a beautiful job out there tonight. 33-27. A 6-point Bomber advantage now. There's Bill Grohl trying to get the pack back together. First half statistics in penalties, I guess Bill Hill has got to lead the way there.
Yeah, I don't have a total on that right now, Ken, but Hill caused quite a bit of havoc in the first half. We'll see what he does here. I think after that miscue on his behalf, he's going to be looking for some revenge. So let's take a look at Bill Hill, what he does during the next few jams.
Now let's see if the referees, all 3 of them, can stay on top of it here. On the jam is Earl Pearson, number 25, the money man for the Southern Stars. When they need points, they put him out.
Larry Lee out there in the front of the pack trying to keep any jammers from the Bomber team from getting out, and so far, he's doing a good job. Well, Brad Lemkiel trying to get out, and he can.
The Stars need to put something together here. They're sinking fast. They're down by 6. A big play will keep them in the game.
Exactly right. Here comes Pearson. He's already at the rear of the pack. Hill says, come on, let's go get him. And the Bombers
pull away.
It's a pull away.
Look out. Larry Lewis.
All 5 Bombers out there. There's a whip to Pearson. He's got one more whip. Here's Alvin Mallory whipping up. Here comes Pearson. Jump block by Larry Lewis. Put Pearson down.
Larry Lewis, a tremendous jump block.
Another jump block.
Again. Pearson up.
Another jump block.
Hit again. Lewis and Pearson, a natural matchup.
Another jump block. Takes Pearson right at the rail over prevent him from falling on the arena floor. Here he comes.
I would have to say defensive. Let's watch this again now on replay. I'd have to say that defensively, this is the biggest play of the game for the Bombers. They stopped the Stars cold when they needed points.
Right here, the Bombers with the pull away, which means all the skaters out in front of the pack, pulling away from the Stars and making it real hard for any Star Jammer to get up there. And as you'll see, Pearson does get up through the ranks. He's got one more whip right here. And he gets whipped. And this is where he comes around trying to get up to the Bombers. And Larry Lewis is going to put the jump block right there. He went out of the screen, unfortunately, but right there is where he went into the rail, almost over the rail.
Larry Lewis on the infield for rest, and boy, he sure earned it in that play. The Bombers are still leading 33-27, 6-point spread here.
Okay, Bomber fans are whooping it up here tonight. Sacramento.
Louis Carabello out with the lead for the Bombers. He scored the last time. Alvin Mallory puts him on the rail, however. So the Stars do not lay down. They're still trying to get a play to get him back in the game.
Here he comes, number 27.
2 jams in a row. The Bombers have not had a man out. There was no score on that play.
There's a double team on Bill Grohl.
And there's the first point in 10 plays, Stu.
Unbelievable. Here's a whip to Mallory, and he's by 2, 3, 4. I think he's going to get a 5-point play. I think he's got 5 points. Let's see what the official signal. It started with Grohl on the double team by Lee and Hill, and then they went into the pack. I would have to say
4, 5.
Five Southern Star points and a 1-minute team penalty. Team penalty for interference by Earl Pearson. Now, where that interference comes,
well,
I don't know.
Right there, Grohl was passed the second time. It would have been 6 points.
Right.
But the interference, the foul on Grohl, prevented Grohl from being scored over a second time. But it does get the Stars very much back in this game.
And they also levied a 1-minute fine on Earl Pearson, a team penalty for interference somehow.
Here now, the team roster for the visiting Southern Stars.
Okay, number 22, Jesus Negron. Number 21, Mike Pfister. Number 24, Rod Allen. 25, Earl Pearson. 26, John Early. 27, Alvin Mallory. And 28, Larry Lee. 29, the coach of the Southern Stars, Bill Hill. Should say the captain, really. The infield coach. Nick.
Okay.
No, he's infield and he's everything. He's coach and captain.
On this jam, number 37, Louis Carabello again. 29, Bill Hill. Larry Lee caught behind the back, trying to catch back up. Carabello goes down. So the Stars trailing now by only 1 point, 33-32, and the only contending jammer, it is Bill Hill. Hill can't get anybody else to score. He goes out to do it himself. Chris Keenan blocking back at the rear. Keenan circumvented. Hill is by him. Now Larry Lee to lead in. Carabello and Treble back on the inside. Hill scores the big one. Waiting for the official ruling. Grand slam, 5 points.
Wow. A lot of big point plays here.
2 plays, back to back. Let's watch the replay again. After 9 scoreless jams in the last period, the first jam in this period scoreless, the Stars have come back to-back, 2 5-point plays, and this is a different game by far. It is now 37 Stars, 33 Bombers.
Exactly.
What a turnaround.
Turnaround all of a sudden, and Bill Hill led it that time. 5 big points, what they call a grand slam. You don't see it too often, and here you've seen it twice in just a few minutes, one on each team. Okay, the men's lineup. Larry Lee, Larry Lewis, number 32. Number 33, Chris Keenan. 34, Tim Patton. 36, Frank Apodaca isn't with us in today's game. 37, Louis Carabello. 38, Bill Grohl. The Bay Bombers men.
And we don't want to leave out number 31, Brad Lemkuhl.
You shouldn't do that.
No.
31, Brad Lemkuhl.
He scored a lot of points in the first half. He deserves to be on that rock. Like that, Bill Grohl breaking out after the Stars jammer, number 24, Rod Allen. Grohl all the right to the jammer here, inside.
Big block on Rod Allen. He puts him down, but he's back up in pursuit. Now comes Grohl.
Double block.
Larry
Larry
Lee.
outside. Lee inside. Allen railed again. Grohl makes another move. Right into an elbow by Lee.
Lee blocking on Grohl. He's got Mallory back there to help him. Grohl getting double teamed. Double
Look
teamed.
out inside. Larry Lewis coming out of nowhere. The Bombers, Larry Lewis coming out of nowhere.
Oh! On the other side of the track.
Bill Hill. Who else? Let's watch the replay on this again.
Okay, here's where they're double teaming Grohl.
And here is Lewis right there on the inside,
Flip
number 32.
And now we've got all three referees and Bill Hill.
We got a 2-minute major penalty on Bill Hill, too.
Bill Hill doesn't like it either. He
Fans
doesn't
here in
like
Sacramento
Lewis
want to
either.
see him thrown out of the game.
Okay, they're holding Larry Lewis away. Referees on the verge of losing control of this game. 3 referees trying to keep this thing in control because of Bill Hill's skating style that resulted in a 14-day suspension earlier in the season.
And the jam was called off by the Southern Stars lead jammer, so Lewis did not get the point.
There's a shot of Bill Grohl.
The crowd reacting to that right now. There's Bill Grohl down in the infield. There's no chance to come back now. The buzzer sounds. That ends the period. Lewis protesting. The officials say the lead jammer, Southern Stars jammer, called it off before Lewis came through. So there is no score.
Okay.
Look out. Hill and Grohl. This had to happen sometime.
Referee's down. Jim Fitzpatrick is down.
Grohl trying to get at Hill. Larry Lewis tackles him from behind. They don't want to see Grohl thrown out of the game here. Well, it is going to take some time to get this thing sorted out. The score at the end of the 6th period of play stands the Bay Bombers 33, trailing the Southern Stars, who have 37. Now we'll take a pause along the special IRSL. Picture to the rail. Lewis all the way through.
And Claiborne, it looks like, all the way through also.
Let's see what they say. The Bombers down by 7, 8 a bunch.
8.
8-point play.
That's what we're talking about. 2 scores, 2 jammers. They have to have a double scoring threat to bring open that, close that gap.
This has got to be the biggest play of the game for the Bombers, really, here. Larry Lewis. And Lewis has got to get MVP out of this game because the 2 big plays for the Bombers. Defensively, it was Lewis stopping the Stars on a play. Offensively, Lewis leading the way for the Bombers. 4 by Lewis, 4 by Claiborne, 8 for the Bombers. And the Bombers have the lead on the scoreboard right now, 48-47. There's the pair on the infield. Claiborne on your left.
There they are.
Lewis on your right.
Dennis Claiborne and Lewis teaming up. Number 32. Both of them wearing 32. Lucky 32 tonight.
3.5 minutes of time remaining. Bombers have the jammer out.
Stars won't give up yet.
No, they've got Bill Hill out. Yet they aren't giving up. Hill on the inside. That's all for Leadfield off of the crack.
Here comes Grohl. Bill Grohl, number 38, going after Bill Hill. Look out.
One-on-one. Oh, tough break for Bill Grohl and a tough break for the Bombers. Bombers have the lead by 1, 49-47.
Okay. Grohl's back as a blocker. He says he's ready.
It's going to be strictly defense for the Bombers. Bill Grohl, the man to do it. There's Bill Hill. It's all on Hill's shoulders now if he wants his team to win.
Here goes Hill making his move. Grohl blocking Hill hard. Again, another block. Another block.
Hill the only jammer on the play. The Bombers doing
A knee block. Oh, hammering Hill down hard to the track. Hill back up.
Hill talked earlier about one-on-one with Grohl. This is it. This is as good as any match.
Hill down hard.
Buzzer. Time has run out. There is no score. The unstoppable Southern Stars stopped very thoroughly, completely by
Larry Lewis
Bill Grohl.
Lewis up there to congratulate Bill Grohl for stopping the Stars. Bill Hill. Watch this action.
Let's watch some of this in slow motion. Oh. Bill Grohl rising to the occasion when he had to. Hill
Watch
takes
this
the
one
beating.
right here. Knee. Oh, that's not the knee. Here Here comes the knee right here.
Hill literally driven like a pile driver into the track. Back up. We're under 2 minutes in game time. The Bombers the lead for the first time in a long time, and Bill Grohl protecting that lead is only Bill Grohl's head.
1 minute and 35 seconds left in the period and in the game.
Be sure to stay tuned at the end of this telecast. Stu, you're going to be trackside with interviews. So stay with us. Stars have it open. Hill
With the
down
Larry
in
Lee.
infield. They are without Hill, but they have Larry Lee out. Blocking at the rear. A Bomber in trouble back there. Carabello. Lee has got one, another Bomber. Keenan in trouble. They've got two. They tie it up. 2 Southern Star points. Larry Lee, without his coaching lineup, scoring.
1 minute and 10 seconds left in the game. Again, can we know, and we want to tell everyone that if the game time runs out on the clock, but a jam has started, it will go the full 60 seconds.
49-49, a tie game coming down to the wire. Here in the 49ers state capital, Sacramento. What a game.
Okay, both teams know that they've got to get the lead jammer out on this one because it will go the full jam time if they wanted to.
40 seconds on the clock, ticking down as the jam starts. It will go the full 1 minute. 49-49 tie game. If the fight is not broken here, instead of interviews, we'll be back with the overtime game-winning point.
And the Southern Stars get a whip out. Jammer number 25, Earl Pearson.
And that's the Southern Stars, funny man. Maybe the Bombers used it up a little too early.
Bombers have no jammers out. Now all the Bombers can do is hope to hold for an overtime.
And again, each situation series is one game, won one game, lost one game. This is the rubber match. Whoever loses this game loses the series.
There's Larry Lee making his bid.
On the outside, Pearson stops. Bombers have a jammer out. Can Bill Grohl hold the line? Larry Lewis.
Down, Grohl, down.
Lewis.
There's Lewis.
Inside.
And he's by. And he
Lewis.
cuts off the jam. It's a Bomber win.
Larry Lewis from out of nowhere. Look at this
4
crowd.
Bomber points.
Larry Lewis. Coming from so far behind, he was across the county line.
4 Bomber points by Larry Lewis. It's a Bomber win in Sacramento. And look at this crowd behind their Bombers.
Here's a look in slow motion on the replay
At this
again.
point, Larry Lewis is coming around fast. Down goes Pearson. Now Grohl's got to hold everything because here comes Lewis. There he is, jumping over.
Tremendous skating by Larry Lewis. Walks through on the inside. Single-handedly hands the Bay Bombers a victory. The rubber match of the series for the Southern Stars. Well, there you have it. Final score in today's game. The Bombers 53 come from behind over the Southern Stars and finish with 49. Stay tuned. We'll be back with interviews.